care. Then he'll kill your lips.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm tempted to welcome you to the main event. As you know, we were running a bit behind in the first half of the program, so dinner is still coming out, and we have no choice but to start the second half of the program on time so we can try to keep things together. Just to let you know, first of all, several of you have asked, and thank you. My name is Richard Girard. I am the host of the Girard at Large radio show, which airs on New Hampshire Family Radio every Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. That's 90.7 FM on the dial, and you can stream it live at girardatlarge.com. And my show is typically about local talk. We, of course, touch on the issues of national and state government, but when we do, it's always from the vantage point of how does it affect the people listening in their own backyard. So, for example, when we talk about Obamacare, and the wonderful thing called the Cadillac tax, which the mayor of Manchester and our adorable little radio show were the first one to sound the alarm bells on nationwide about the enormous tax bill that was coming to our community because of the Cadillac tax. So we tend to take a look at these issues, whether they're state issues, school issues, and how they impact the local folks. And I'm having so much fun with it, I decided to run for school board. So if you know anybody in the city of Manchester, because I'm convinced that the battles that are taking place today can be better fought and better won if people who agree with the point of view of those of us in this room get onto those local school boards, those local boards of aldermen, town councils, boards of selectmen, the local governing body, so that when the state and federal agencies come in and say, oh, if you don't do what we want you to do, we're going to take away your funding. So we could say, take your funding and, well, my 15-year-old son is here, so I'm going to stop it there. So just to give you an idea of what's going to happen, of course, I'm going to have Peter Hinkle come up. He's got some special announcements. But before that, I have Jane Cormier. She's going to sing Chester, which was the first national anthem of the States. Then Peter Hinkle's going to come up. He's got a list of announcements to go through. And by the way, remember we did this white card, blue card thing? There's a nice lady in the audience who figured out, having been stuck in the parking lot, that you put the white card in first, and then you put the blue card in, and then the gate will open and you can leave. Okay? So following the special announcements at about 6:30, Dr. Paul Jaley, who was a fascinating speaker, and if you missed that seminar or any part of it, make sure you touch base with the guys from Granite Grok because they recorded it all and they'll be posting it up on their website. Dr. Paul Jaley will be with us. He's going to do an interposition oration. Sounds like a yoga move, but we'll figure that out. Then we're going to hear from Diane Bitter of the 603 Alliance about 6:40. And then we will have the honor of bringing Dr. Alan Keyes at 6:45 to the microphone. At 7:30, Dr. Jaley, Dr. Keyes, and Dr. Vieira, for those of you who are Three Stooges fans, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. I don't know why that just came to mind, but one of the best episodes in all of television, so I hope the men that I just associated with that are honored. But they will be up for a Ask the Speakers forum that will last 15 to 20 minutes, and then we will bring the program to a close starting right around 7:45. So there's your schedule for the balance of the evening, and I've got people waving their hands at me. Yes?
Yeah, excuse me, Rick. When we do the question and answer session tonight, there will be one or two microphones. One's going to be right in front of the podium that you can see up there. If you've got a question, please go up to the microphone so that everybody can hear it and it can also get recorded. Thank you.
Yes, and I will help with that. And by the way, I am dressed in black, so I can make pretend to be your waiter and take your dessert. So without further ado, we're going to ask Jane Cormier to come to the microphone. Is Jane in the room? Jane's in the room. She is going to perform Chester, the first anthem of the States.
just to tell you very quickly, William Billings is the composer of this piece. He was a Revolutionary War supporter. He was a friend of Samuel Adams and Paul Revere, and he was a self-taught musician. He was a tanner by trade, and many believe that since so many soldiers and patriots used to sing this piece while marching in battle or in gatherings of support for the revolution, that he is indeed the composer of our original national anthem. This is called Chester. Let tyrants shake their iron rod, and slavery clank her galling chains. We'll fear them not, we trust in God. New England's God forever reigns. The foe comes on with haughty stride. Our troops advance with martial noise. Their veterans flee before our youth, and generals yield to needless spoils. What grateful offering shall we bring? What can we render to our Lord? Loud hallelujahs let us sing, and praise his name on every chord. We'll fear them not, we trust in God. New England's God forever reigns.
I'm very glad I get to introduce Jane and do not have to follow her.
Croc TV.